Graphing a function of the form f of x equals ax squared. In order to graph the function of a parabola, which is what this is, I know that because the highest exponent or the degree is 2. In order to graph that, what you need to do is to find the vertex first. Now the vertex, if there are no parentheses in this problem, so the vertex, if there are no parentheses, the x value is 0. If there's no constant or there's no number without a letter attached to it, that is 0. So there's no parentheses and there's no constant, so the vertex is 0, 0. Now when you're graphing a parabola, you want 2 points higher than the parabola and 2 points lower than the parabola. So I'm going to put the vertex in the middle. 2 points higher, I'm just going to use 1 and 2. 2 points lower, -1 and -2. Now I'm just going to deal with the positive values because they're easier to calculate with less mistakes. And we're going to use symmetry to fill in the rest of the table. Here's why that works. -2x squared. So what I do is whatever the x value is, I'm going to plug it in by putting it in parentheses. Now order of operations says you have to do exponents first. So 1 squared is 1. So I've got -2 times 1, which is -2. A parabola shows symmetry, so if the value under the vertex is -2, then the one above it is also -2. That's how we use symmetry, so we really only have to do half of the table. The next one, -2 times 2 squared. Exponents first, so 2 times 2 is 4, and -2 times 4 is -8. Using symmetry, I put the -8 also with the -2. So those are the points that I want to graph. This graph is not big enough to fit a -8, so I'm going to make it a scale of 2. So I'm going to count each line by 2's. So -2, -8, that's -2, -2, 4, 6, 8 is right here. -1 would be halfway in the middle here, and then -2, that would be right there. 0, 0 is here. 1, -2 is here, and 2, -8 is here. And then you want to connect those with a curve the best that I can on this board. Okay, that's the parabola for that function. If it's a fraction, you want to handle it a little bit differently. You still have to get the vertex, and since there are no parentheses, the vertex is 0, and there's no constant at the end, so the y value of the vertex is 0. So 0, 0 for the vertex. Now when I'm completing this table, I'm going to use multiples of the denominator. So I'm going to use 2 and 4. And that means up here I'll use -2 and -4. So I'm going to plug that into the formula. The function, -1/2 x squared is the same as -1/2 2 squared. And 2 squared, 2 times 2 is 4, so -1/2 times 4. Well, half of 4 is 2, and we've got the negative sign there, so that's a -2. So if this is -2, using symmetry, the one above 0 is also -2. Now I'm going to substitute the 4. So -1/2 times 4 squared is -1/2 times 4 times 4 is 16. Half of 16 is 8, and we have a negative, so that's a -8. And using symmetry, the -4 also has a -8. So when you make your scale for your grid, you want to use whatever the denominator is. So I'm going to count these by 2's. So -4, -8, 2, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8. -2, -2. 0, 0, 2, -2, and 4, -8. That's the parabola for this function. Let me try to do that a little bit better. It's important that you connect it with a U, a curve, and not a V, because if you make that vertex have a V, then it's actually an absolute value equation. It's not a parabola. So when you're drawing that, do the best of your ability to make it in the shape of a U.